We're going to talk about how we get energy from food. We all need energy to work and play and to think. Do you know the food word for energy? The food word for energy is calories. Calories taste good to us. Sugar, protein, and fat are our main sources of calories. We need some calories from each of these sources in order to be healthy, for strong muscles and bones, and for our brains to work well. Today we're going to talk about sugar, because there are some things you need to know. Do you know where sugar comes from? Plants give us sugar. All of the plants we eat contain sugar. Oranges and apples and pears, green beans and broccoli and potatoes, peas and wheat and rice. There's sugar in all of these plants. We can eat sugar two ways, with fiber or without fiber. Sugar naturally comes packaged inside fruits, vegetables, and grains. The package that plants use is called fiber. Because it tastes sweet, sometimes people take sugar out of the plants, leaving the little fiber packages behind. And we can buy the plain sugar in the store. Companies want food they sell to taste better, so they put sugar without fiber in food that we can buy. Sometimes we drink juice, which is also sugar without fiber. Our bodies act differently when we eat sugar with fiber and when we eat sugar without fiber. Do you see this green line? This line shows how much energy we need to work, play, and think. We will call this our need line. Do you see this blue line below our need line? This is our energy level before we eat lunch. We'll call this our hungry line. What if we eat a cookie and drink juice for lunch? We don't have any fiber with this sugar because the sugar has been taken out of the plants to make the cookie and juice. The energy we get from the cookie and juice is very fast. Follow the new line from the bottom to the top. See how much energy we get? Because we get fast energy from this lunch, we use it up really fast, and we're hungry again very soon. We can call sugar without fiber fast sugar. Now let's say we ate a burrito for lunch with beans, brown rice, salsa, and an orange. What plant foods do we have? We have a tortilla that's made of wheat. We have beans and brown rice. We have salsa that's made of tomatoes and peppers and garlic and onions, and we have an orange. These are whole plant foods where the sugar is still in the fiber packages. What do you think this meal does to our energy level? In this picture, we turned our cookie and juice meal gray, so you can still see it. But let's look at the energy we get from our new meal of a burrito and an orange. We get slower energy from the burrito and orange than we did from the cookie and juice. This is because our bodies have to open the packages of fiber to get the energy out, and this takes time. Let's call sugar with fiber slow sugar. We still get more than enough energy from our food with slow sugar, but do you see how it lasts longer? This means that when we eat our meal with the fiber packages, we won't be hungry so fast or so often. We'll be able to work, play, and think longer without getting very hungry before dinner. Is it okay to eat fast sugar sometimes? Yes, but it will probably help us feel better if we only eat a little bit of fast sugar, or if we eat some slow sugar at the same time, so we have some lasting energy. There's nothing wrong with eating a small cookie for dessert, or drinking a little bit of juice once in a while. How do we know if the foods we buy at the store have fiber, or how much energy we get from the food? We can look at the nutrition facts label. This is a nutrition facts label. You can usually find this rectangle on the side of a food package. There is a lot we can learn from the nutrition facts on the label. Now we get to play detective. Today we will focus on just 3 things: calories and serving size. Remember, calories is the food word for energy. Added sugars, which tells us how much fast sugar is added to the food. And fiber, which tells us there is some slow sugar in this food. Pause this video now if you'd like to find a nutrition facts label and follow along with your label. Let's look again at our sample nutrition facts label, and you can also look at the nutrition facts label you found if you have one. Do you see where it says serving size is 1.5 cups and that there are 4 servings in this package? Find the serving size and servings per container on your label. This tells us how much the food company expects the person to eat at one time, and that the food company thinks 4 people can each have a serving of food from this container. The next thing we look for is calories. Do you remember what calories are? Calories are the energy we get from the food. We want snacks to give us about 100 calories, so we can still be hungry enough to eat at mealtime. We can expect a meal to give us more energy than a snack, so a meal is often around 500 calories. This label says that in 1 serving of this food, we get 240 calories. Is that a snack or a meal? Neither, right? 240 calories is more than 100. So if we want to eat this food as a snack, we might want to eat less than a full serving. If we wanted to eat it as part of a meal, we'd probably eat other foods at the same time to get more energy, like an apple or a salad. Look on your nutrition facts label. How many calories is in 1 serving of your food? Is this snack calories or meal calories? How could you make your food a snack or part of a meal? Now we are going to investigate added sugars. Added sugars are the fast sugars that don't have fiber. Companies add sugar to make the food taste better. Does our nutrition facts label tell us how much fast sugar is added to our food? It does. There is a line that says total sugars. Under that line it says includes 2 g added sugars. G stands for gram. Our food contains 2 grams of added sugars in each serving. The more grams of added sugars, the more fast sugar you can expect to be in your food. Look at your nutrition facts label. Can you find where it lists added sugars? How many grams of added sugars are in each serving of your food? The last thing we are going to investigate on our nutrition facts label is fiber. Remember that fiber is the little packages that plants store sugar in? When there is fiber in food, that means that there is some slow sugar in it. Do you see the line that says dietary fiber 7G? That means that there is 7 grams of fiber in each serving of this food. Now look at your label. Can you find the line for dietary fiber? How many grams of dietary fiber is in a serving of your food? With practice, you'll be able to read a nutrition facts label like a champ. You'll be able to tell whether your food should be eaten as a snack or eaten as a meal, and how much is in a serving of your food. You'll also be able to tell how much fast sugar and slow sugar is in it by looking at added sugars and fiber. You'll get a lot of experience by reading nutrition facts labels. What if a food doesn't have a nutrition facts label? You get to put on your thinking hat and play detective again. Because of your experience, you can make some good educated guesses. Have you read labels of similar items? What did they say? Or maybe you made this food at home. Did you add sugar to the food? Did you cut up fruits or vegetables for it? If you still don't know if this is a fast sugar food or a slow sugar food, you can eat the food and ask yourself this question later. How did you feel after eating it? Did it feel like a fast sugar food or did it feel like a slow sugar food? Let's do a quick review. Say the answers with me. What is food energy called? Calories. Where does sugar come from? Plants. What is the package that plants make that holds the sugar? Fiber. When we eat an apple, which has fiber, do we get slow sugar or fast sugar? Slow. When we eat a donut, which doesn't have fiber, do we get slow sugar or fast sugar? Fast. Thank you so much for letting me teach you today. Now you can eat smarter because you can know what your body needs for lasting energy.